Hello, welcome to Photoshop Friday, where you can find Photoshop lessons that take 7 minutes or less. I'm Elise from MyScheduledBiz. Thanks for joining me. Today we are talking about overlays. Okay, so what is an overlay? An overlay is where you have an image and you want to either make it lighter or darker, and so you literally just put another layer on it and then adjust that layer to make the image look different. So I'm going to go ahead and add a layer and demonstrate what an overlay is, and then we'll talk about how you might use it. So typically an overlay is going to be white or black, although you can use any color you want. I'm going to go ahead and make sure they're white and black. And then we're going to use the paint bucket to fill this entire layer. We will not actually adjust the background layer at all. So I'm just going to click and color the entire thing black. So you can see right now, I can't see that image of the present any longer. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the opacity. You can either hover over opacity, click down and drag to change it, or you can actually click into the box and type what you want. So I'm just going to go with 50% for now. So let's say I wanted to do this. So this makes this image look a little bit darker so that I can put something else on it. So for example, if I wanted to put some white text on it, and there you can see I put that white text onto this image. If I remove that by hiding it, you can see the white text wouldn't stand out at all before. It just was, you couldn't see it as well. Whereas if I put the black overlay, now the white text stands out and it's very clear what it is that I want to convey to my audience. So we could also do this the other way and make the text be black. And then go to the overlay layer and we can color that in with white. So I'm going to again get the paint bucket and click. So now I've made it white with black text. And again, if we remove the overlay, now with this one, you're probably still okay. I can still definitely see that, but you may decide that you want to do something like this to make your text pop out a little bit more. Now the other thing you can do with an overlay is you don't have to put an overlay over the entire image. You can actually make it so it's just part of the image. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to delete this overlay layer. And I'm going to get the rectangle shape, and I am going to just drag and make a rectangle on the screen, like so. So now you can see I've made this rectangle that now makes it so I can see my black text even better. So I'm actually, at this point, I'm going to make this be center justification instead of left. And I think I'm actually going to adjust the leading as well, so there's a little bit more space. And now you can see this image is actually probably the best choice of all of them because I still get to see this here. I can see the text very well, and it actually is a very nice looking image. Now I want to make sure my text is centered on this box. So I'm already selected on the text right here. I can come over here and hold Shift and it will select both. Or if you're selected on the text here and you hold Shift and click on the white, it'll select both also. And then I'm going to come down here to the align and I'm going to hit center that way and center that way. So that makes it so the text is centered on that white box. So now this is nicely centered on the box. It looks like a beautiful image. So you have the option again of coming up here and adjusting the opacity a little bit. So you could do something like that. You'll often see people do this when they're maybe putting a title at the bottom of something. Maybe you have a giveaway or you're making some kind of announcement. They'll put, they'll have a background image that has a bunch of stuff on it, and they might put a horizontal like this, and they will make that opacity lower so that you can still see the background, and then they'll put their text on it. So that is how you do an overlay. You can either use it as a shape or you can do it over the entire image. You can even come in here and there are other shapes you can do, and you could do the same thing. You just select the shape, change the opacity, and then you can put text in it. So that's what you're going to do with an overlay. I hope that makes sense. It's a great way to make your text stand out better on an image. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments. Thanks for joining me for Photoshop Friday. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and sign up for notifications so that you can receive more targeted teaching for your e-commerce shop in 7 minutes or less. Have a great day, guys.